Hi guys, I'm Michał.
And I'm Bartek.
And we are VisuX, if you don't remember us. And we decided to record this video to share some thoughts about the event that we attended. And that was Blockchain Week in Paris.
That's right.
We've been working for Web3 companies for what? Like 4 years now? Almost,
I think so, yeah.
Almost 5 years, and VisuX exists.
From the very beginning we had the clients from this industry, so...
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Injective, Local Coin, Aleph Zero, Ficas, Mosaic Markets, and so on, so on. So a lot of clients, but no events. We've been to what? MWC, we've been to Web Summit, GITEX in Dubai, a lot of huge events.
Yeah, we actually visited a few countries like Oman, Dubai, Kuwait, and all of these very wealthy places. But to be honest, I don't think that we closed even single client from these areas.
Couple of leads, but no clients. And well, one common thing, the events were too big for us. So maybe this year we thought, how about a smaller event and more focused on the industry that we know pretty well and we know how to work with them. So we decided to go to Blockchain Paris week, and what? Some people told us what?
Yeah, my friend told me that this event is nice, but it will be too corporate. I prefer the smaller ones, but we already had our tickets, so...
Yeah, and was it?
Yeah.
Was it too corporate? Let's find out. Before we start talking about the event itself, let's maybe talk about the travel, how to get there. So it's fairly easy. We arrived at Charles de Gaulle airport in Paris. I think there are two, right? There's Orly.
I guess, yes.
Yeah, and I think Orly is closest to the city center and it's connected by a metro. Anyways, we arrived, we took a train, bought a Navigo pass. This is like for city transportation. And hell, talking about the UX, guys, if somebody, well, there's a small chance that somebody's watching this from I think it's called ITP or something like that. Watches this, like it was a big problem to register as a non-French citizen for a transportation pass. But anyway, we figured it out. We traveled to the second district, and man, Paris is beautiful. It's really surprising. It's huge, but we were at a pretty good place. It was called Rue Saint-Denis. Good bars, good restaurants.
Yeah, actually we tried many different cuisines. Not only French one. I would say that we touched only once typical French cuisine, which was nice. But do you remember this Kurdish restaurant? Yeah,
Kurd restaurants, Moroccan restaurants, like totally recommended, guys. Like Paris is full of such places. But anyways, if you ever travel to Blockchain Week in Paris, I think second district is a good idea because it's well connected in all over the place. There are like buses and great metro system. So anyways, that was our first impression. I think that we spoke with many people, and regardless of the country you're traveling from, you will find your spot and you will be mostly good, connected very well.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, what about the venue?
Well, bro, the Louvre.
This Louvre?
Yeah, this Louvre, but well, not exactly.
The Louvre?
Not exactly. It was called Carrousel du Louvre. I don't know. Sorry, French people, if I'm pronouncing it in a very bad way.
But probably you do.
yeah, probably. Anyways, it was just right next to the Louvre. Take a look. Isn't it amazing? Like, come on. Have you ever been to such a wonderful place for a trade show? Usually those are like what?
Like warehouses, something like that?
It looks like a warehouse. However, some people were complaining because I was asking like, how do you like it, guys? And they were like, oh yeah, there's no sunlight. Well, ever been to a trade show with windows?
I don't think so.
Anyway, for us it was great, and I hope that you liked it too. I think such a place gives, you know, this
atmosphere,
this
right?
specific atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's way different than a huge warehouse with hundreds of people walking by it, and you don't even have time to see everything. This time it was a little bit smaller than usual.
Yeah.
I think that compared to NWC, it was microscopic.
Yeah.
But
different scale.
yeah, but it was a good thing. If you are a company like Boeing or, I don't know, Xiaomi, probably NWC is your perfect spot. This is the size of an event that you like because you have a lot of money, first of all, and you need a lot of space to show what you
need
produce.
to have space to show your, flying cars and stuff like that, because we have seen this, right?
Yeah. Last time on NWC Barcelona, we've seen a lot of amazing stuff from the tech, but this event, as we told you in the beginning, wasn't really for us. It was especially like, first of all, it was too big, and it was more product oriented, right?
Yeah.
With Blockchain Week in Paris, it was different because those are the companies that have websites, they have products mainly like 99.9% online, so our clients.
Definitely, yes.
So if you are a big company, like aforementioned, you should go to MWC. If you are a smaller company like VisuX, Blockchain Week is an event just for you. And if you are a Web3 company, Blockchain Week is really the place for you to be. But this time we were just visiting the event, we had our booth.
Yeah, that's right. And interesting, or maybe even funny story. So in the last moment before the conference, the organizer told us that they are going to change the place of our booth. And we were like, why? Like, we are not happy, to be honest. Like, we thought that our previous place is really good. But eventually this was pretty much good. And why? Because
it was in the hallway leading to a toilet.
Yeah, that's right.
And one might think that such a place is a bad place because nobody's interested, because they are going with a specific need somewhere else. But it was really great. Up to a point that there were lines forming up at our...
Yeah, we will show them right now.
Yeah, take a look at this. So this was surprising because this is a first time for us.
Yeah.
That we had so many visitants at our stand. But I think that there's one reason for it. I think that there were no design studios present except for us.
Yeah, I think that we were the only one, actually. I visited all of the booths on the party, and there were nothing close to us. I think that there was a software house.
Yeah, marketing agency.
Yeah, but this is a different story. So we were something different, and we can surely say that most of the people on this conference, they were basically our clients, our potential clients.
Potential clients, and they were interested because we were something else than everybody else.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And the other thing that we displayed the logos. We displayed, I think, Ficas, we displayed Aleph Zero, Injective, and people know them. They were approaching us and they were saying, oh, those are my guys. I know them, I worked with them, I worked for them. So I think that matters. So just as a small piece of advice, that if you are a software house, design agency, or I don't know, a marketing agency, or whatever service that you provide, and you might provide it to Web3 companies, show for whom you have worked in this industry.
Yeah,
this
social proof works every time, like a charm. One more thing I think that was really great for us is that we had this huge banner with "Let us roast your website," and people were curious. What exactly is this roasting? And we actually did some roastings during this event. So basically, people were, showing off their website, and we are telling them, okay, like micro audit, right? Like this is bad, we can improve it, right?
It's not only about bad things. It's also about showing strengths, but also weaknesses, and find a way to improve, for example, conversions. If you're interested in getting roasted by one of us or by our chief of design, Lucas.
Yeah.
Hey, Lucas. We're gonna display the link in the video or in the comments if you're watching on LinkedIn.
So, should you go to the Paris Blockchain Week? I think yes. I think that was quite a nice place to be. We had a chance to talk with fantastic people, do a lot of networking. My question is, what do you think? Should you have a booth?
First of all, networking is king. So you need to go there with a clear expectation to build relationships. Don't be too salesy, don't be too pushy. We never are like this. Of course, everybody wants to sell, but it's all about building relationships. Should you have a booth? I think that if you have a budget, if you have clear expectations to promote your logo type, so it's visible, people start to more be aware of your brand, that's a yes. But if you have a smaller budget, I think that being just an attendee, having a regular ticket is also fine. You can walk around and make new friends just with a badge. You don't need to have anything else.
Yeah, especially that people there were really friendly, I would say, comparing to the other events that we attended in the past. People at the Paris Blockchain Week were really friendly. They really wanted to talk with us, not only about business and stuff, but we had plenty of really regular conversations about life, contemplating Paris and stuff like that. So I think this is the best way, because maybe in the future we will make some businesses with these people, or maybe not, but it was so great to meet them and talk with them about everything. It's the essence of being on places like that and learning basically how to talk with people, not being salesy, because I think this is the biggest mistake. I don't want to to listen about that someone is trying to sell me something.
Yeah,
and
nobody does that. Yeah.
This is so artificial and not pleasant at all. That I don't want to do.
Yeah, just one thing, piece of advice again, Telegram. Everybody in the Web3 business uses Telegram, and we knew that before. We had some pleasure to talk with people through Telegram, but still everybody was asking me for Telegram. So a trick that I learned from one guy I met, take a screenshot of your QR code in the Telegram app and make it a wallpaper on your phone.
Yeah.
So when somebody asks you for a Telegram, you just give them
it's
the phone to scan, and they add you. And this is very important because if you don't have premium, you have limited invitations. So make them invite you, and of course make a note, send something about yourself. So then after the event you can follow up and they will remember you. For example, take a photo, like a selfie with a person that you talked to, so they will remember your face.
Yeah.
So summarizing, it was great. I believe we should go again, right?
Definitely, yes. I think that we should, start to look around for tickets.
They're already there. I think very early birds.
Yeah,
I guess.
Because I think that it was the best event for us as a company so far. So
yeah, in 5 years.
We definitely need to be there in next year.
Yeah, if you attended and if we haven't met, or maybe we have met, let us know what you think. Leave us a comment, and I hope to see you on next year's edition of Blockchain Week in Paris. Of course, subscribe. This is like the first video in this format.
Yeah.
We know that there's like a lot of stuff that we will be improving. Let us know, give us feedback. It will be highly appreciated. And if you'd like to talk about the design for Web3 or practically any other industry, you have our emails on the screen, and what?
And maybe telegrams.
Yeah, Telegram QR code. Yeah. Peace, guys. Cheers.